What's it look like? Did I get it on there right? Looks like I got it on there right, guys. Oh, the sun. Sun's right in my eyes. Going netty. Going netty. Really? Who really cares? Got the net on. I got the net on. I'm gonna net it. Oh, what? Somebody came on. Sorry, I can't see it. How's it going, big game and big worm? Not much. Not much. Was here earlier filming a show. So I figure while I'm here already. And the boats have to be off before the lake closes. So figured I'd do some living. Since I've been on shore, though, I've only had one bite. One little nibby. Actually, pretty good nibby. Like, tore the hell out of my worm. I don't know how I didn't catch it. Just netting. I was using the lighter color, the blendy. I decided to switch up to the black and red. See if I can get one on the black and red today. Of course, there's not much going on right now. One guy did catch one on caught one on a crank, but it was like a pound and a half crappie. Didn't even end up being a bass. So I don't know. I think did good out there for the show. It was fun. Caught some fish. Had a good day out with another subscriber. Rental boat. Lenses. Oh, I see a third person in here. Hey, little budget. Welcome to the Thunderdome. Oh, well, I don't know. My line just suddenly got tight. And, oh, his line. Look. See that? That's why I went to the side. That'd be the reason it got tight and went to the side. I'm caught on somebody's line. Ooh, almost made it in the boat. Yeah, I don't know. My one bite actually came on that side. Seeing if I can catch a fish. Got a lot of people here. 4 or 5 people on that side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people on this side. So, as normal, kind of busy. Kind of busy, sure. Per usual for Pinto on a Friday. Oh, it's like that every day. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell is some fish. They should be around. Yeah, a little crooked. That's funny. I like it when you get snagged and the fish takes it off of it for you. I had one do that once with a crankbait, San Antonio. Reeling in, there's a bunch of those, the ones that are just like a bunch of just individual sticks. And I was caught on one, I was shaking it. Friggin' 3 pounder came up and grabbed it and took off with it. I'm like, whoa, yay! I mean, I could have got it. It wasn't. It was only like a foot, 2 feet under the water, and I was heading that way, but I was shaking it on the way, and the fish came up and took it. Saw somebody do it on a house that was underwater. Got like snagged on the roof. It was like shaking it to get it off, and a fish came up and grabbed it and got it off. Yeah, it was a pretty good day for the show. Yeah, they'll get it out. They'll end up shaking it loose. I had one time. It was on my. It was a man dancer. I don't know if you guys remember those. It's kind of like a spook, but it had a fin on top. Had a fin on top, and I was out. I'd had it for years, probably for like 15 years, 20 years, something. When I was out at Margarita and I was working along, and freaking 5 pounder hit it, set the hook, and I snapped it off. So I just sat there and waited. Sure enough, about I don't know, 30 seconds later, he comes up and jumps, and I'm like, oh, he didn't throw it. And he came up and jumped again and threw the bait. So I'm like, perfect. Put on the trolling motor and went over and got my bait. I'm like, come on, jump. Come on, jump. Throw it. Throw it. And finally, second time he jumped and got it to shake loose. And so I went and got it off the floating on top of the water. So I just went over and grabbed it. I'm feeling weight. Feeling weight, but not a fish. I don't know. I was throwing a more natural looking one the watermelon kind of candy one. Got the one bite on it. I figured last time I was here, I used the black and red, so I switched back to the black and red. Figuring maybe I can get something to bite that. Yeah. Yeah, you hook them, they almost always come up and jump, especially if it's a big bait. Yeah. Yeah, usually if it's a big bait in their mouth, even crankbait or surface lure or something, yeah, they'll freaking. Hopefully, I've had them do it where they've jumped a couple times and then never jumped again, but they didn't throw the bait. But usually, yeah, they'll come up and just freaking toss that thing. They know how to get stuff out of their mouths. See, that's the problem with the net over here. Definitely the problem with the net over here. Schmegma. Schmegma all over the bottom. Schmegma. That's its official name. It's in the dictionary. Um, Pretty good cast with this net on a bait caster. It's only a 1/16th, and I'm getting it all the way out there. I just need a fish to freaking eat it. So I don't see much of anybody getting anything right now. A 3-inch worm and a 1/16th ounce. And I'm launching it like 40 feet. I'll probably throw further with this than can on a freaking spinnerbait. I mean, on a spinning reel. Long fishies. That kind of felt like a bite, but there's an island right there. There's an island right there. I think it's going to come up with crap on it. What did I tell you? Pieces of this stupid little island that's right there. It's all in the thumb. No backlash either. My knees are starting to itch like crazy. Actually, funny thing is, my thumb isn't even on it the whole cast. Well, it's on it in the beginning, and then I don't even have it on it. It's all in the whip. It's all in the whip on these light baits. I don't know what happened to the fish. There were so many of them in here. I mean, I know they spawned out, but I don't think they moved very far. Should be something still hanging. Yeah, and it's definitely post spawn here too. Almost all the ones we caught out there were just rails. They're like that thin. It's freaking like paper. the way I learned. The way I learned is it here and casting with this one. Cast and work. Cast and work. Yeah. It's all the way you learn. I mean, spinning, you see the spinning, I have it in my right. It's the way I learned with the spinning was in the right hand. Reeling with the left. You can train yourself another way if you want, but yeah, I had to do that once because I hurt my wrist. I hurt my right wrist, so I had to learn to cast with my left. It was either that or stop fishing for like 6 months. Oh, Alice is on here. Oh yeah, there he is. There he was. Oh, there's got to be some sort of swimmy things out here. Friends out here with all these big baits. I think the big bait days are over for a while. As I said, they've all spawned. Well, I don't know, after spawn, maybe. Well, I might have to move down that way a little bit and see. I hate to put the Ned near any of that freaking asphalt, though. See my friend. No, I said they're already done. Majority of them. All of them I caught today out on the lake for the show were all post spawn. I'm sure there's still some somewhere on beds. It's only April, but there'll be some up on beds and that until May and that. But they like to get their thing done early here for some reason. Probably because the water always seems to warm up pretty quick. So it's damn near been in the 60s. Well, except we got a little bit of a cold front. Middle, beginning of February, and that it was in the 60s. And then it kind of cooled off, and kind of warmed up, and it cooled off, and it warmed up again. So I think in between all that, a lot of them just jumped on the freaking nest. Yeah, look how it is in here. There's some green grass. Some of this stuff. The more majority of it is just crap on the bottom. Icky schmegma. Try down here in the dangerous zone. Let's see, how's this? Yeah, see, I had it level. It's a little better if I turn it that way. All right. Try way the hell out there. See, my only bite was way out. So. And I didn't even do anything. Wow. I don't know what this is. It's kind of the feathery stuff. We also have the hydrilla in here. I want the hydrilla to start growing because that stuff's nice and tight. Nice and tight and stiff, and I like working freaking a drop shot to it. But this is a feathery, kind of nasty. I mean, it's a nice weed. It's just soft, and it hooks on your baits really easy. See, both my friends and Rick and them are. Oh no, they've been getting them here. They get big carp in here. Rick was catching some carp the other day. Not as big as the ones in El Estero, but like 8 to 12. Those El Estero ones are more 15 to 18. Some of them were freaking misshapen. They were so fat. And even the koi was kind of fat. I know there's at least crappie here. They'll eat this. They're just being non-compliant. It's that funky. Hey, see down here, it came in a little bit cleaner. There's a little bit of. That's better. Yeah. Absolutely no thumb on that the whole way. Thumb's only on it when I cast it. It's good to have the wind behind you, though. Well, there's got to be. Funny, I can go out there and do a show and have a lot of fun. I go out there and have a lot of fun filming a show for like 4 hours, and I come in here and it's like not even a nibble. Come on, fishy. I haven't seen anybody catch anything around here. How do they not eat the net? I mean, finally get all the sand out of my ears. I went to get in the car, and the whole front seat was full of sand. If you guys saw that post with that picture, trying to freaking take a picture of the surf and a sandstorm. Come on, Papa Doodles. Papa Doodles, give me a fish. What the hell do I have on here? Might not be the best idea. It's like a spider web on. Spider web. Yeah, look at that. No thumb. It's called having it balanced. Saw that. I took my thumb completely off it. Come on, fishy. Like makes you feel like you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I know what I just was catching a lot of fish. What's the deal? I lost my talent that quick. Uh, it's just now broken. Yeah, look at that. I think that's more than broke in. It's through 2 layers. No, no, I haven't seen Hollywood. It's usually more in the summertime. I haven't even seen him out there on the boat. It's more of a summertime thing. Yeah, you got a. Can you guys see that? Freaking spider hanging off the lens. Permanent figure free. Yeah, permanent gone. Like even the Abu Garcia writing on the side is gone. There's like no writing left on the side. So these things aren't that old. I think they're like 2 years old now, maybe. Everything's been like that since like I think the first 6 months. It's a lot of casts in a day, and I don't even use active baits. So imagine what it would look like if I use active baits. Made more casts in a day. I'd probably have to replace the thumb bar. Have like a could be like all the way down there. Oh, these things last forever. I don't know, both of them are that way. This one and the other one are both exactly the same way. Both completely like both look exactly like that on the thumb bar. I guess I apply even wear throughout my tourney special. What, the reel or the rod? The reel's the Aura SX. Oh yeah, yeah. We nicknamed the no, it's the Aura SX. You see it on that side. The Abu. Oh, it's $100. I don't know. I think they replaced it with the. I don't know what they call it now. I think they have another. Was it now Revo SX or something like that? I think that's what it's called now, the newer version. Yeah, I think they changed them, but it's $100 reel. It's the first aluminum. I think it's the lowest aluminum frame reel that they make. Because you jump from this, you go below that, and you get the stupid $60 Silver Max, and then you get the 40 or whatever dollar Black Max. Those are both graphite frame and pieces of crap. Got to go aluminum. It has a little slide thing right here for the side plate. They're good reels, 8 bearing. They're very compact. I think it's only like 7 ounce. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Caught a lot of fish. Drag's pretty nice and smooth. I mean, look at that. It's not choppy. Yeah, that's the other thing too. It's one thing people gotta smooth drag on bait casters. Black, silver, and Promat. Yeah, I said it's the cheapest aluminum frame and 8 bearing. So it does have annoyance every once in a while. You'll hear it in my shows when it clicks. Ooh, dual brakes. I don't even know if this is dual brakes. No, no, this isn't gold. Oh, oh, now I broke it. I don't know how to get it back on. Whew, got it back. Yeah, no, this is just straight magnetic, evidently. Yeah, you can't use it. Never buy graphite frame. They're not nearly as rigid. Felt like a bite. Don't fall for that one. I know I see some of the loose ones, and it's like 130 bucks, something like that, and it's a graphite frame. I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. I'm not paying that much money for graphite. If it's gonna be that much money, it better be an aluminum frame. Yeah. Yeah. No. Always tell everybody it's definitely worth it to save a little bit more money. See that right there? That was a fish. That was some sort of little fish that just jumped right there. Yeah. I mean, you can get the Bass Pro Shops. They have good reels for 79. Aluminum frame, 7 bearing. I mean, the Pro Qualifier. Also think, well, Browning, which actually Browning is owned by Bass Pro Shops. So I think they make the reels, but they have one that's the Midas or whatever. Fishing is poopy. It's poopy here. I filmed a show earlier and it was a lot of fun. But yeah, wander over here to shore and it's becomes Deadsville. Yeah, the Bass Pro Shops has. I forget which one it is. You went to Uvis and Garbage, and you went to Uvis and Garbage. No, you went to. Yeah, just went to Chesbro and Uvis. Really? Huh. I just filmed a show at Uvis. It's going up next week. I just filmed there. When was it? I think I filmed there on Monday. Yeah, I did. Was it there? Yeah, I filmed Uvis Monday. And I don't know. I might go back to Chesbro tomorrow. I want to go back to Anderson again too. That one seems like it's with all that brush. If they keep the water the same level, and I heard it kind of cleared. That one might be fun. Yeah, I said no. Out there on the boat, it's a lot of fun. Out on the boat right now, it's normal Pinto. Uh, well, it depends on what you're throwing. I didn't. I wasn't throwing anything active. I was throwing all slow baits. I saw some guys there throwing a bunch of active baits, but I didn't. They didn't catch anything. At least at Uvis. That water's so clear now, though. Water's like 6 foot visibility now. I think. At least that's about what it was when I was impressed. They got that clear in a week. Nope, not on shore. It might have been from all those winds. It's been like 25, 30 mile an hour winds the last few days. Yeah, the winds will dirty it. I was there on Monday, and I'm pretty sure it was about 5 to 6 feet. So it had a little bit of stain to it, but yeah. When I was there, it was dead calm, not much wind at all. And then we had those 3 days of freaking torrents, bluebird skies, and very clear water. That's going to be a double dog dare you bad day. That's going to like poopy as you know what. Got clear water and active baits. You want wind. You want wind, but you don't want 30 mile an hour winds. You don't want to get sand blasted when you go to the friggin' beach just to take a picture. Because it was horrible. I didn't think it was going to be that windy when I got down there. I was just blown away. You didn't see it? It's on my post. Out of the pic, it just looks like it. I mean, it just looks like a white capped ocean. But it was it was the process of taking it that was a bitch. And then I was there, and some lady was there with her son getting out of their van. They got out for like 30 seconds. She's like, back inside, back inside. Where do you think you're going to the beach at 30 mile an hour winds? Oh, I found them. I always do get that lake. I don't know. It kind of fits my style. I'm really waiting for all that hydrilla to start growing. When that hydrilla starts growing in there, that's when that lake. That's when that lake is a lot of fun. I don't know if you ever noticed, like that roadbed area when all that hydrilla gets in there. That's so much fun. Should be coming in soon. I'm gonna move down a little bit further. Yeah, you can see. Look at which roadbed. See how many people are back there now. And 3 more people this way. Uh, uh, yeah, there are a couple. Oh, roadbed. Another one. Well, I call it the roadbed. The one just past the launch when you're driving away from the dam. One where the water's really big on the other side. Really? I haven't been there since. Really? I said it would probably happen. I say it in the video. I say once this thing airs, there's probably gonna be a line of people all the way down this freaking thing. We got a lot of views. They're fishing for that Corrado. Yeah, probably. I don't know. The odds of finding it are probably pretty rare. No, I figured it got a lot of attention. I mean, for my videos at the moment, it got like, oh, like almost 300 in a day or something. So, but that's funny. I haven't been there since. When were you there? I haven't been there since I aired it. What, El Estero? 6 feet. 6 feet, maybe 7 at the deepest. It's all very just a flat pond. Well, the other thing too is, yeah, the grotto, but it's not even on a big rod. It's on a little teeny ice rod, so your odds of finding it are diminished. Snagging it. It was on a rod. It was only like that long. It was more reel than it was rod. No, the bottom's actually nice. There's some places, but a lot of it, I don't know what's out there. I don't know if it's logs or rocks or today slow. Sure is slow. I said I filmed a show earlier. I had a lot of fun, but I haven't got anything on shore. Nobody has. Nobody. Really? Has to be carp. Yeah, they're out there with those huge ass balls, and they're definitely carpers. So yeah, I need to go by there and see. I said, when were you there last, David? So I said I haven't been back since. It's funny though. I know. They're funny they use all that, and I'm out there with that freaking $15 reel that, uh, 'cause I'm not crazy. The kid said he would have jumped in, but I don't know. There's all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's rocks under there. There's poles under there. There's I don't know. I wasn't gonna jump in and break my freaking ankle trying to save his reel. It was amazing how far it flew, though. I mean, it got freaking. It just went. It flew so high. It's okay. I think his uncle is getting him one for his birthday. I think his birthday's coming up. Sorry, I'm old. If he would have been there, he said he would have jumped in after it. I'm sure he probably would have. He would have done it without a thought. Hey, I did reel in my reel and throw out a bunch of times to try and snag it. You don't see it on the video, but I threw like 8 or 9 casts all over that whole area and drug my hook in that through. Who knows? It might be laying in the same spot it landed, but I don't think so. I think that fish was pretty darn hooked. Oh, oh, Ned down. Size line. I think he was using 12. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, all I know is it launched. Hit up against there pretty good. Oh yeah, it was hooked. 'Cause I don't know if you. Well, yeah, yep, yeah. Really. Well, it's not hard to figure out where I am, and a lot of people saw me live when I did it. There were like so many people behind me that saw me catching them all day. They were going nuts. I said it. I know. So I spoiled it for me. I'm never gonna be able to go back there and do a freaking carp show. I'm never gonna get that spot again. I don't know why I just reeled this all the way in. Freaking idiot. Yep. Got to be nice to nature while you're there, and you'll catch more fish. The kinder you are to nature. It was the karma from that kid. He tried to capture the goose. That's what messed him up. I told him not to do it. And I am surprised we didn't get a call. I'm really surprised we didn't get a call. We didn't get the cops to show up because he grabbed that bird. This is the one I was using earlier on the Ned. You see those teeth marks on that thing? It's all torn up there. It's all torn up there. That was the one bite I got on the Ned earlier. I know. So much easier when my friend brought the net, though. I need to invest in a net like that for sure. Only time I'll use a net is for the big ass carp when you're. I mean, usually when you're not on a, you need to drag them up, but not when they're over an edge like that. I wonder if anybody's even catching any of those carp right now. I didn't. Oh no, that's cheating. You just got to stand closer to your rod. You got to always stand closer to your rod. I said the only time I lost another one, I lost a rod to a carp myself. Yeah, you can get a rod holder on cement. Where the hell am I going to stick the thing? We're sitting on cement. It's not on dirt. How can you? I can't stick it in the ground. There is wood there that the rocks are in. I could drill a hole and like permanently mount one. I switched to the flicking now. Flicking's been doing me good most places right now. Still got to do my order. I still haven't ordered any. Oh, low budget. Did you get the email or no? Yeah, you can leave it. I don't know. Even if you leave it undone. The one with the sample for the thumbnail thing, the sample of the picture. It was like a couple days ago. Check your spam folder. It's because it's got an attachment. No, even if you leave it undone, like it starts taking it off like that. It'll all of a sudden like kind of snag on something. Well, the other one I lost because I was fighting a fish. I had two poles, and I was fighting a fish and left the other pole out. And I was standing, I don't know, 15 feet from it, and I had the line hanging kind of slack. And I saw the line tighten up, and it was on a rock, and it just went. It did the same thing. It just bent it, and it shot up in the air and just shot like 5 feet. And I just saw a bubble trail. I tried to find that one too, casting after I got my fish in, but no, I never found it. That fish was on the other side of the freaking lake with it. It was it was a bad deal. It was an older rod and reel, obviously, as I was using it for carp, but I'm pretty sure it was a bait caster too. Well, if the shade was their excuse, they have no excuse now. Because it's all shady. It's slim shady right now. Man. I have to figure out. I might go somewhere tomorrow and film. I hate the weekends. I think it's coming back with a little bit. Friend says this is an 8 ounce. Guess it is. Looks bigger than that though. Funny, I can throw this thing almost as far as the net. I think you get another like 6 feet on this thing. This is just total dead still. You know, thinking of trying the other side. It's the dock. Gotta be some fish somewhere in the neighborhood. Everybody's walking around doing the same thing. Where the fish? I don't know, low budget went to go look and he never came back. Yep, I got it. So I hope so. He's talking about the as we're doing the bait challenge, and it's the KVD attitude look. One side's me holding the baits, and it says our baits, and then the other side is whoever's doing it with this sort of look, and it's going to say his challenge. I couldn't find a KVD. I used Hackney, but you get the idea. It's an attitude shot. Your best badass look. Yeah, and I like the little emoji with the thing. So I got emoji in the middle of between the two that's doing the look me in the eye thing. Should be fun. So yeah, that's gonna be it's gonna be the same one. course, I'm holding the different baits for each challenge on the other side, but there'll be an attitude shot from whoever's taking the challenge. Just got to get the first one to you done, and then I'll start doing some other. I think I have like 6 or 7 people, maybe 8 people that have emailed me about it. So I'm sure once you get a few of them on the books and on channels and that, then other people start seeing them and be like, "Hey, I can take that challenge. I got a channel. I'll catch fish on your baits." All right. I got Rick at one end. I got Diablo on one end, and let me get my range. Okay, see, he's down there, so that's my range. I'll go down this way a little further. Everybody's catching carp out there right now. Good luck. I couldn't catch any after that. Well, I caught that one koi when I was live and like creamed myself. Whoa, that wasn't good. It's so far forward, it's falling. Try to get it so it's going down the line, but I have it turned wrong. I need a leg going forward. Now it's all cockeyed. I get this. Don't worry. Gotta do some directing here. Gotta do some directing. All right. Sorry, I didn't want this thing to freaking fall that way. Everybody, yeah, you probably have everybody down there with their like. I know they're probably all taking their like. I'm just using corn. They probably got all their dough bait and all their special baits they make up. And probably have like the ledger system and. Oh, I said if there's any eaters down there in the area, they're totally gonna be down there. They're gonna be like, what is on that? They're gonna be grubbing on all those carp in there. They'll probably eat that koi too. They won't. They won't keep it as normal. They'll freaking eat that thing. I said I'm gonna have to go back eventually. I kind of knew the jig was gonna be. Kind of knew the jig was gonna be up. Well, ah, I'm having other issues. Oh yeah, it's delicacy everywhere else. Ow. Delicacy in Europe for sure. I had some people here when I lived in Pomona, the lake I went to putting sun. There were people that came, and they'd go home with like freaking 20 carp, big ones, and they smoked them. They like loved it, but they put them in a smoker. Oh, keep hitting these rocks. It feels like a fish. I've never tried them either. I guess I have to know how to cook them. They're really bony. I mean, they're a minnow. The hardest part is getting through all the bones. And well, they have those thick ass scales. But hell, there's a lot of meat Hey, Callie. What? Where's Miss Can Callie Bass? How's it going? Welcome to an extremely slow shore session. It's amazing how, yeah, and then you throw away the, yeah, that kid says that in the video. Not on shore. Nothing on shore. Yeah, I know that kid, the one that caught his very first one. He says that in the video. I think I have most of it there. Well, he's kind of talking when those other people are there, but that's what he says. He says you do all that, then you throw away the carp and eat the cardboard or whatever. Oh, there's fish. Oh, my one bite and I miss it. Yeah, I just had a bite right there. He actually swam at me. I went to pick it up and the line was just gone. Yeah, he popped it and I couldn't. I went to see if I could feel him and I looked and my line was already dropped. So when I picked it up, I kind of felt him for a sec, which was probably him spitting it. Pulled up tight on it and felt a pop. I always say it feels the same way going in as it does going out. Yes, Cali Bass, I finally got a bite. So it's funny how you can go out there in the boat, film a show, have a great time, and then come in here on shore and it's just miserable. And that was weird because I thought it was the rocks. Like I'm on a rock right now, but then I felt him sucking on it. And he must have come at me because the line just disappeared. Must have swam like 3 feet at me. It came up behind it, sucked it in, and just kept going at me. A lot of good rock right there. But definitely only one fish on it. Funny, usually they don't spit it like that. They keep swimming with it. I don't think it was a bed fish. And evidently all those rocks got slime on them. My fingers are all green. Good day at taking weeds off. Fingers are fingers are stained green from this crap. Snot grass. See, I'm healed up pretty good. It's kind of like nothing left on that side. After my plunge, my slide into first base to get my rod. Nothing else since that crappie? You got one down there in the corner? Was it bass or crappie? I just had that one bite here. That's the first time I got a bite. Huh? What do you mean you had that freaking red ass thing on earlier? Yeah, I used to use a few different colors. I didn't use it. I hardly ever used red actually. I'd use it in a rattle trap. Pretty much. You know, I think that's why jigs might work everywhere. I never thought of that. I don't know. I used to do really good on a chicken McNugget color. There's a McDonald's at every lake, dude. What's more American than chicken McNuggets? I mean, come on. Yeah, I got them on hot dogs once. Put line through it and put a hook. I never did do the tampon, which I was going to try. The tampon challenge. Well, I haven't seen it done. Man, how did I miss that one good bite I got? Everybody's leaving. I had to leave the show the other day. I have tried a hot dog though. I put wire through it and hooks on it. Wanted to prove to people that they'd hit anything if you just like walked it right on top. Yeah, the secret's to let them eat it. Man, how is there only one fish sitting here right here? Two fish. I think probably the same fish. Ah, ah, stop, stop. You're getting all sandy. Easy. Well, I finally got one, guys. Oh, he's been caught before. He's got, of course, he's here for around shore. How many casts did that take? 200 casts in the same spot to get one fish. It's right there on that hump, though. Right on that little island down there. I think the island sticks out right there. I think it's in front of that thing. Wish the other one would have taken off with it like that. He took it right when I bounced it against a rock. I was kind of bouncing it to get it to come up and over the rock. He decided he wanted to pull back. Yay, no skunky. No skunky, guys. No skunky. Guess I just don't want to come around here until close to dark. Smart fish. I think they know how many people are here during the day. I wonder if that was the same fish. I mean, he didn't feel me at all the first time, so I didn't get a hook or anything in him the first time. That might have been the same fish. Might have just got annoyed of it going right by him over and over and over. I pissed him off. That's what I did. He's like, what the hell is this quivering damn thing that keeps going by me? I already tried to eat it once. Make it stop. You guys got one over there. I don't know if you can see him. He's caught one straight across. Oh, oh, that was, oh my God. That fish was freaking huge. Oh, that thing took off like a freaking carp. Oh my God. I was like setting it into a wall. Did you guys see that thing take off? Oh, man. Oh, I guess there was one more fish here. Oh my God. There's no way that was a carp. No way that was a carp. But yeah, no, it was a big pop. And I'm sure you can see it on the video. It just beelined it towards the freaking dock. And that thing had some weight behind it. Jesus. I seriously, it just didn't move and it just shot. Like it felt like one of those freaking carp. No, it just didn't get the hook in him. I just wasn't expecting it. It was a good thump, but I said it felt like I snagged one of those freaking big carp. That's all hard. Who are you talking about? Dude, that guy? Dude, I don't know what I just had, dude, but it had some weight. Yeah. It felt like a carp when I set the hook. Oh, no way. Yeah, it was right here. I went like this. I stuck it. It didn't even move, and it just went like that. It pulled off. But I felt the bites. It wasn't like I accidentally snagged a carp. Dick of the Mobies. Dang it. That could have been a toad. I mean, I don't know. It might have only been 4 pounds. I just been, but it sure did not move when I set that hook, and it seemed like I really spooked it. It's like the kid the last time. Remember when he walked right in front of me when I was getting the bite, and I couldn't really set the hook. Yeah, I turned to look at the camera. I don't know. I don't know. I would have had to aim it towards him, but he probably would have easily just taken off drag all the way underneath that dock. That was just that's kind of scared me. It kind of thought I was fishing for carp again. He went the right way too. He went that way. I said there's a kind of a mound right here, and it kind of drops off. Hey, Mondo. At least felt like it. just felt like a freaking solid. Felt like I set the hook in a brick. Definitely no likey hooky in mouth, that's for sure. He bolted so quick. Huh? Oh, there's another one. Oh, guys, they're starting to hit. Another little one this time. Bottom of the jaw. Bottom of the jaw. Hardly ever hook them in the bottom of the jaw. Oh, dude. You're serious? I don't know. Does that look bent out to you? I swear that hook is bent out. It's definitely bent out. See, that's the way they usually are right there. I don't know if it's from that fish or what. Kurt Bennett. No. I don't know. The only thing I think that Bennett was that fish. Not that fish I just caught, but that fish I set the hook into. Dude, my hook's bent. My hook was straightened a little bit from that fish I set the hook into. Incoming! Hold on, can you guys hear that? He's like throwing a buzzbait behind my head. Well, that's what now? Two fish. The other bite, whatever hell that hook straightener was. Man, I thought I just had another one. That was the first time I threw actually a little bit further out. This is where I caught that one. I've been throwing more straight that way, and I threw towards the boat. And I got another fish. They're definitely coming in here. They're just coming in late. You out, Rick? Rick? You out? No. It's time to go. Guess it is. We're supposed to close it. I know. They close at 8 now? Oh, you're playing. Bright enough they could. All right, guys. Huh? Oh, yeah. If you camp here, yeah, you can fish at night. I don't know. I found fish right at the end. Dude, that fish bent out my hook. It was slight. It wasn't a lot, but it was actually bent out. Whatever that thing was, it had some freaking weight to it. Yeah, I said it felt like I set the hook into a freaking. Yeah, maybe. Possibly maybe. Well, a little bit of last minute fun, guys. Should have been throwing the flick in the whole time instead of trying to net. flicking started to do the job. See, not many people throw that flicking around here. That's why. They might throw a weightless wacky, but they like barely even. They just let it sit and just kind of barely move it. They're not sitting there doing the horizontal mambo with it. Not making it shiver and shake like crazy. Yeah, I don't know. These aren't my heads. These are dicks, I guess. I got this one from Locke when I was out with him. He gave me this head. So I don't know how dependable those hooks are. It straightened that hook. It bent out that hook. No, dude. It was like thunk, thunk, feel its weight, set the hook. It wasn't a carp. Carp's not going to eat it. They're not going to eat the freaking waxy worm. How do I snag it when I'm sitting there going like that? See, Diablo's always the naysayer. You snagged a carp. If he catches one, it's 100% a bass. If I do something like that, it's 100% a carp. Oh, if you hook it, it gets off. It was a bass. It was never a carp. I'm like, you could have snagged a carp. No way. I don't know how big it was, but it didn't move when I set the hook. And it bent out the hook. If I'd have done that, I probably would have come back with scales. Yeah. CCCCB. Central Coast Carp and Bass. Oh, and we made that up during the show, but I don't think I aired it. We were talking about it. We were talking about CCCB. Said everybody's fishing Elistero for carp now. Well, I aired a 2-day show of catching all these big ass carp at Elistero. One of my viewers said there's been people there constantly since then.
Oh yeah, we've been catching them here too.
You said there were like 8 people there today in my spot. I joked about it. I said once I air this, there's gonna be all the Asians are gonna be down here. Like they're gonna be there like feeding up. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for you guys that hung out. All right, I'll see you. All right, guys. Hey, that was fun. Yay, got some fish at the end. The show was good. Show was actually really good. I had fun. We had fun. Fish were caught. And then, hey, at least I came here on shore and got those 2 last one and hooked something big. Never know, but surprised the hell out of me. I'm expecting a freaking brick wall when I set the hook. All right, guys, I'm out. I might go live tomorrow or the next day. I don't know. It depends. But I have a coyote show already edited. I have a Yuva show coming. I have this show coming. Oh, and I have one from Bacharach. My friend went back to Mexico and he caught some giants, I guess. So I have that to edit. But all right, guys, I'm out. I'm last man standing here. All right, guys, I'm out. I gotta go.